Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
But tell me, Eddie, is that a rabbit in your pocket or are you just happy to see me?
So, hello, chat. Welcome. And in regards to the channel XP shit, I have no idea what that is. YouTube dropped it. I have no idea where to go to change anything about it or what it's associated with. If it's like, associated with super chats or just comments, or I have no idea. But like I said, YouTube just dropped it out of the fucking blue.
What are you talking about?
Over the weekend.
What are you talking about?
Channel, like if you look on my stream, on the Talk Nerdy stream, basically, you see these crowns next to certain names and rankings, basically.
Oh yeah,
and those are
Gravy, Hertz, and Trey.
Yeah.
What is that?
And I don't know. I don't know exactly. Like, looks like it's associated with super chats, I guess. I don't know. I just learned about it because I was watching John Graham's stream last night. He was doing a birthday. Yeah, it was last night. Doing a birthday stream, and he's talked about like YouTube just dropped it, so I have no idea. Like,
I've been seeing that. Like,
I have like no idea what this XP is associated with.
Oh, I've been seeing that on people's channels. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have it. I don't think I have any crowns on mine. Is it just a few other?
I see Patrick McCarty, Gravy, Hertz has a crown next to his name. Trey, just going through.
I haven't seen crowns on people in mine, but that's okay, chat. I don't want to rank you guys.
Don't listen to her.
What? Mara's like, you know what, chat? I rank you.
Okay. Yeah, Jaluk has a crown next to his name. Connor has a crown next to his name. I don't know. I seriously do not know the lead. Yeah, but it's a lead. But how do I? It's a leaderboard for what?
Oh, whoa! Community leaderboard. It's a community leaderboard.
But how do you get on the leaderboard? That's the thing. I have no idea. Like, what is associated with?
I want to be number one.
Start pimping my channel out, like sending super chats. I'm gonna thought it up. I'm gonna be number one.
I'm gonna chat until I'm number one.
Okay. Anyway, chat. Welcome, everyone. We have a few things to talk about. Yeah, she's going to spurg out on it in the YouTube. That's a crown next to her name.
I want a crown.
She just. Anyway. A few things to talk about. We're not exactly going to go maybe into every article, but a few topics to cover, and I'll say hello to the chat. Apparently, I was telling Trey about this yesterday when I was doing a watch party on my Discord. We were watching Hard Eyes, and
did you like that?
I liked it. Yeah, I saw it in theaters. I liked it. I liked Hard Eyes. I enjoy it. And we were talking about. I saw Bring Her Back this weekend. Have you watched Bring Her Back?
No, what's that about?
I don't want to give anything away, basically. But have you seen Talk to Me?
No, what's that about?
Okay. Talk to Me. They're both like Australian films. Like, they're filmed in well, it's just the South Australian Film Group. That's all I can say, basically. So I'm assuming it's in South Australia. Talk to Me is about these group of like teenagers who somehow get a hold of this hand. And it's like hand in kind of like a plaster cast, and the belief is that the hand it's actually the hand of a medium. So what they would do is they would hold a hand and say, "Talk to me," and they would see a spirit sitting in front of them. And
wait, start all over again. I wasn't listening.
Fucking hell!
I was typing.
Okay, Talk to Me is about this group of teenage friends who find this hand. Somehow get a hold of this hand that's believed to have encased the hand of a medium in it, basically. So it's like a plaster hand. You hold the hand and you say, "Talk to me," and the person holding the hand can see a spirit sitting across from him or her. And the whole thing about it is, for like 90 seconds, and it can't be no more than 90 seconds, you could let the spirit in. As like, that's how they were having fun, basically. And then shit goes wrong, pretty much. That's all I'm going to say about that movie. Bring Her Back is by the same guys who did Talk to Me, all right? And it kind of explores similar themes in the first movie, basically, that I talked about. I don't want to give a lot away because you should see it. It's like a serious horror film, basically. there are unnerving parts in these movies. There are unnerving parts, but I think they're very good.
Unnerving.
That's all I'm going to say.
Is it like Resident Evil 7 unnerving? Is that what I played? Yeah. 6. Is it like
I don't think you played 6. I don't think you played 6. You played 7 and you played 7. Well, my level of unnerving is different from your levels of unnerving. So that threshold might be very low for you. If Resident Evil 7 unnerved you.
Well, I mean, I watched the new Final Destination movie by myself, and I'm all good.
Yeah, but there's like parts where it's like you're like, oh, kind of a thing, basically. Like what stuff happens, basically. So it's not like overly graphic necessarily. It's like what's being done. It's like kind of a thing. Just a little bit. Well, of course, yeah, my threshold's much higher than yours. But yeah, I think it's like of the two, I think Talk to Me is a bit better. Only because Bring Her Back kind of seems to feel like it drags a little bit, like at the beginning, only because it's like slowly building up, like very slowly building up. But once it gets going, it's like, oh my god, you put boobs in the chat.
I did. I put boobs.
Yeah. I would laugh so fucking hard if that's the comment that gets you the crown.
Let's go.
Anyway, but yeah, so I would suggest watching Bring Her Back, Chad, if you're looking for a serious horror film outside of basically the normal Hollywood schlop that we get nowadays. So Hertz wants to know how you posted that.
Well, look at what I put in there.
I have
symbols.
Yeah.
Symbols.
So I'm looking at the
copy and paste.
I seriously, I guess, I'm not telling anybody necessarily to send super chats, but I'm really fucking curious what happens to the community leaderboard when that happens. Jesus.
Look at this. Come on, I put a phallic symbol. I should have a crown.
I know. Anyway, welcome, chat. But like I said, we were going to talk about Fantastic Four. Got a little bit of news about that. Apparently, the test screenings were mid. The ending leaks have been, according to sources, confirmed. Ralph Ineson doesn't exactly know the character that he's playing that well because he says Galactus is not evil. In a sense, he's half right, half wrong. The new Doctor Who was regenerated, and people are not happy with Billie Piper because of that. And a few little things to talk about, like Hunter Schafer is rumored to be in talks to play Zelda in a live-action Zelda movie or Legend of Zelda movie. Then Bonnie Blue is kind of in the news again, or something like that. So she has a new goal. She has a new goal now, which I'm going to place even money on that most hospitals within her general vicinity have already set aside an emergency room bed. Oh my God, Seth! Emergency room bed for her, in anticipation of like what she's planning on doing. And a little Scarlett Johansson is promoting Jurassic World Rebirth by doing a little dinosaur ASMR because it is World Dinosaur Day. So happy World Dinosaur Day, or happy Dinosaur Day, I should say. So in kind of in response to that and to promote the movie, she did a little ASMR of sorts by talking about a few of the dinosaurs in the movie, and there's one notably missing. There's one noticeably missing. Yes, Trey, I did say it's a little bit ASMR. I'm not shitting you.
I'm only 15. I'm number 15.
You gotta work hard. Anyway, but I'm gonna say hello to the chat, and we'll get into it. It's hard to narrow down my favorite dinosaur. Soul Assassin is very fucking hard to narrow down my favorite dinosaur. So, I don't know how the XP works. Everyone's at 75 XP, and I have no idea how it works. But Gravy D says, happy Pride Month to you two. Yes, we are in Pride Month. So, Pride Month can, you basically go fuck itself. It is Dinosaur Month, because June is the month that Jurassic Park was, that Jurassic Park premiered in theaters in 1993, and ever since then, it has been Dinosaur Month. So, there. Trey, hello, bring on the cringe. Yeah, Jaluk, good to see you. Yes, free R-Truth. Yeah, R-Truth, if you watch wrestling, was revealed that he's been released from WWE. Which I have no idea who the fuck made that decision, what they were smoking, shit like that. But yeah. Hello, Conroy, good to see you.
Mara.
Metal Mania, all the way. Hello.
I forgot. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
The I don't know what image Punch McLightning used for the thumbnail, but those are our faces on the thumbnail. All right, so those are our faces on the thumbnail, and I'm seeing a bunch of dicks. Daniel Stewart, hello, yeah, bring back R-Truth. Hertz Donut, ready to talk nerdy? Yeah. Oh, Hertz wants to know if you moved the Avengers Tower yet.
I put it in my living room. Yes. Oh, it's in, well, I guess my living room and dining room are kind of like attached to each other. So it's in the dining room.
But yeah, Bring Her Back was great. I think you should watch the two films, Steph. I know you're not a fan of horror movies in general, but they touch on deeper themes. So yeah, they're horror movies, but they touch on deeper themes without it being elevated horror. Psychotic Mongoose, good to see you. Anthony Way, hello. Last Toxic Male. Watch Lord of the G-Strings again. Yeah, can't be a classic like that. No, you can't. And Last Toxic Male, I do have a page from the Lord of the Rings book picked out. However, chat, this is for Mazza to read. Because Last Toxic Male sent a $20 super chat to the Gronk, basically the Gronk squad, basically, to Mazza yesterday. And I asked Last Toxic Male, what book would you want him to read a page from? Last Toxic Male didn't know, so I said, I'll pick the book. How about I pick the book? Because I know the books. I have a page picked out. All right, from Return of the King. However, chat, if you really want me to have his brain go into a 404 error, let me know if you want me to pick a page that has a bunch of pronunciations. I know we know Mazda can't read, but there are pages where it'll be a bunch of pronunciations of names and things like that of that Tolkien created. So if you want me to really torture him, I can pick a page like that. But right now, I have a decent page picked out for him.
Why are you making Mazza read?
Last Toxic Male wants him to read a page from Lord of the Rings.
Don't make him read.
And I said, fuck it. I'll pick the book and the page. As long as it's not the entire. And Mazza, the only way Mazza has read the Lord of the Rings is listened to the audiobooks. He hasn't actually read them. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. Patrick McCarty.
Still don't have a crown.
Oi. Hello, Mr. T. Good to see you. Yeah, support Trey, Cream, and Mr. T for the Pin Down podcast, which Soul Assassin, I think, pushed in the chat. So go support them over there if you like talking about wrestling. It's a good channel to support, and it's a good stream to watch. They basically they'll do streams on on occasion if news drops and they need to basically just talk about it, like R-Truth being released. But for the most part, I think they mainly stream on Saturdays, so they do a recap of the shows during the week and talk about the news and everything. Soul Assassin, yeah. Well, I can't say anything without throwing my co-host under the bus.
How dare!
I'm not saying anything.
Listen. I was even late, getting into the call with Mara.
I guess I wasn't. Just forget.
I didn't forget. I was just like, I'm not even joking around. I was with my dogs, like having a snack, hanging out with my dogs, like listening to a video. I'm like, and then I looked over, and I look over, and I like, oh my god, it's like 7:32. I look at my phone, and Mara's like, are you coming?
Pretty much you coming.
It was just like so just in my own world, hanging out with my dog. Like,
I believe it. I was about ready to ask you, like, do you want me to start? I was about ready to ask that.
Like, just freaking in my own world. I was just like,
Mike Noss, yeah. Hello, everyone. Well, no, our mics weren't off. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about the XP. I gotta see if it's like capped for some reason at 75 XP for people. I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out what YouTube did. I have no idea. Yeah, but Jo, hello. Jimmy the Cast, what is up? Let's see.
This person, no matter how early the gaming stream ends, she's still late. Whatever. I was sharing cheese with my dogs.
If I'm missing anyone, to apologize. TJ Carr, what is up? Yeah, it's XP system for chats. But I don't know. I went on the YouTube Studio side, and I don't know where to. If I have to go through my actual YouTube channel to do anything with it, or if I have to go through YouTube Studio. I've tried looking in the background, and I can't figure it out.
Give me a I want to cry.
Let's see. Yeah, I saw it yesterday. Like I said, I was watching John Graham's stream.
I've been seeing it in chat, and I had no idea what it was.
We rank Mara and Stephanie at the top. Thank you, Tara Crystal. Very much appreciate that. Let's see. Citizen Ronan, hello. I think it's just chatting.
If it's just chatting, I should already have one.
I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to figure it out. There's Steph. There's Steph. Some Norwegian guy.
Mara's like, there's Steph. Logging my chat.
Spurging out. There's Steph.
Damn it.
Yeah, she wants the tiara of power.
I do. Give me.
Let's see. Okay, another super chats. Again, if I miss anyone, I do apologize. I'm trying to catch up. Brandon, Black Dragon, hello. Let's see. Well, apparently, Gravy, you still have the crown. I have no idea because it's like somehow capped, and I don't know what's going on. I gotta figure it out. Okay, at some point, I am going to get to the super chats. Bring Her Back had one scene I couldn't watch. Yeah, like I said, it's unnerving. It is unnerving in some parts. I think I know what scene you're talking about. Kangaroo Ghosts. It's like almost like Exorcist trippy. Bring Her Back, yeah. No, it's not gore porn. Like there are like slightly gory like moments, but like definitely not gore porn. It's not like when the Saw movies migrated into the torture porn tone of their films. Basically, no, it's not that. It's not like Terrifier, where it's all like you don't watch it for any plot at all. You just watch it for the gore. Not like that. It's just unnerving. Well, Anthony, like I said, her threshold level for horror movies is much lower than mine. So every time she asks me, "Is it scary?" I can't answer that. I cannot accurately answer that because I'm not scared.
That is not true.
I'll try to say it with a straighter face. Hey, D-Sub, hello. Final Destination ain't scary. No, it's not really. Final Destination movies. Maybe like the first one was like, had like tension to it, but like once it gets like, second one on, it's like, you know what to expect. Oh yeah, the It prequel series comes out soon. Why it needs it, I have no idea. There are the boobs.
Boobs.
Gnomeski, hello. Oh god. I have to go through all these chats just to get down to there it is. Bring Her Back had one scene I couldn't watch. Thank you for like $4.99 super chat. Yeah. And I don't want to say what scene it is. So if you haven't seen it, but like I said, I think I know what scene you're talking about. New member, thank you, Calix. Thank you so much. Psychotic Mongoose. Okay, let's see. It doesn't look like it's done anything. Crown? Like Jesus, crown.
Not crown. I want
Crown?
a crown.
You know what that like makes me think of? Are the seagulls in Finding Nemo?
Look, it does update because Trey didn't have a crown, and then he had a crown, and Hertz went to number 2, and there's 2 number 2s in the chat, and now Trey is number 1.
I don't know. I mean, let me look. It's updated. Let's see. Yeah, Trey's now number 1.
Number 18.
Yeah, you are. Where are you? You're 18.
I was 15 before.
I have no idea.
And I sent in a super chat. God dang it.
Thank you for $5 super chat. Last Foxy Mail. Baby, make your booty go dana dana. Girl, I know you want to show that thong.
Baby, make your booty go dana dana.
I realized it was a song basically when I got to that song.
Trey Soul Assassin.
Norwegian guys, I'm doing my part. Like like Starship Troopers. I'm doing my part. Wait,
Trey didn't even send a super chat. How's he number 1?
I don't know. I told you, woman. I have no idea. I got it. Okay. While we're talking about topics, I will go back on YouTube Studio site and see. Because $1.62, one from Calix. Thank you so much. If I miss anyone, do I apologize? Sentai Power Rangers. Hello. Well, Steph likes the movies.
I love Mission Impossible franchise. Yes.
Yeah, Jacob. What R-Truth has over the weekend basically revealed that he has been released from WWE. So I don't know. Let's see. If I miss anyone, I do apologize. Could you look at Stitch and smirk back at him? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get clipped or anything like that. But yeah, Stitch is gonna be joining me on streams, pretty much.
Oh, Stitch.
You have to send super chats to go beyond 75 XP. I guess so. Like, I guess it's the cap of 75, and then you send super chats. I don't know. Jesus.
There's some that I put in there that tell a story.
Like closing your eyes while shooting.
That one. Look, watch.
Closing your eyes while shooting. Like, what the hell is this supposed to be?
Disper's like, put the gun down.
Like this right here. This. Like, oh my God.
I will not. Put your arms up.
This looks.
I'm getting angry.
Yeah, I can tell. Like, it's just now that one has a flower on. Like, so it's like it's feminine, like the ballerina movie. Okay, chat. I mean, we're just going to start. So, Evan Martin, hello. We're just going to start because I finally caught up with the chats. If I miss anyone, I do apologize. But anyway, so how about we do like the short stuff first? You want to listen to the dinosaur ASMR stuff?
Dinosaur ASMR.
Yeah, let's start.
Every time I see the number 1 next to Trey's name, I get infuriated.
Thank you for the super sticker, Chris Mack. It is a unicorn because it is Pride. Well, technically the start of Pride Month, but for me, it is Dinosaur Month. And Happy Dinosaur Day. Anyway, let me just like get it, find it on X. So yeah. So let me go back here. Present. So let me make sure the volume is up. So yeah, so basically she's promoting Jurassic Park World. I really have not seen. Did you send a Soul Shaker so we can start singing Shake It Like a Soul Shaker? Or are you just like sending it because
what is that?
She's promoting Jurassic World Rebirth. And I didn't really watch the first one. I saw parts of the first one and then kind of like put an image in Trey's head for the ending, but he cannot unsee now. But I have not watched any of those movies, really. I stopped at Jurassic Park 3. I figure... Jesus stuff. Anyway, I stopped at Jurassic Park 3. The first 2 movies are really the only ones that are based on the Michael Crichton books. But Jurassic Park 3, while it is a big step down from the first 2, it's at least within that universe. Jurassic World movies, I have no idea. It's pretty much fan fiction. So it is what it is. However, like Scarlett Johansson, who's in the film, is promoting this, and she's going through some of the dinosaurs, a few of the dinosaurs that we'll be seeing in the movie, and there's one notably missing. Thank you for a hot dog, Chris Mack. Super sticker. So let me just play this.
Mar didn't even bring my super chat.
Nice T-Rex. Hello, everyone. I'm Scarlett Johansson, and today I'm going to tell you.
See, you told you it's like ASMR. It's like she's talking quietly into the mic, like "Hello, chat. I'm going to be talking to you about these dinosaurs." Sort of situation. There's one notably missing that she talks about.
About some of the dinosaurs in Jurassic World Rebirth in ASMR. My character, Zora Bennett, is leading a mission to extract DNA from 3 different dinosaurs, including one of these beauties, Quetzalcoatlus. Unfortunately, while...
Okay, I don't know how anyone else pronounces this, but I've pronounced it Quetzalcoatlus. Basically, it's one of those flying dinosaurs, and there's a museum that has a full Quetzalcoatlus skeleton, basically, and those fuckers are huge.
They are. I have one in my Animal Crossing museum.
Oh shit! But like those dinosaurs are huge. Part of me wants to visit this museum just to stand next to it and see like how big it actually is. Like these are big dinosaurs. Yeah, it's basically Quetzalcoatl, basically. Yeah, so like I don't think she can pronounce these dinosaurs' names.
While we're hunting them, they are hunting us. Mosasaurus.
Okay, so I almost thought you pronounced it like Mosasaurus, Mosasaurus, which is an aquatic creature.
The Mosasaurus. I don't understand the whole thing with ASMR. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
They did the same thing with what was it? Agatha All Along. They had that was it 5 hours of ASMR or something? It was just the same thing going over and over again. But they were like doing ASMR to promote Agatha up until like the premiere of the first episode. It's the weirdest thing.
Remember like Lyndon was all about ASMR, and I was
I
like,
do remember that. Yeah, Lyndon.
yeah.
Yeah, he
And
had.
even then, I was like, what is the point of this? Why do people like it? I'm like with Sandra. I got creeped out when I listened to it. like little unnerves me, but that shit is like you kind of want to get a restraining order against them. Unnerving.
But what's weird about ASMR is like there are some people who have I don't know, some like sensitivity hearing thing where they don't like the sound of like people chewing or their lips smacking against each other. So if you amplify that amount, and there's a lot of people that have that, if you amplify that, it's not pleasing.
No.
Damn it.
No,
Everybody's sending more money
not.
and I'm never going
not.
to get my crown.
No, but I'm saying like, it's like she's all about the crown. John Graham, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate it. And I know your birthday was like, it's past your birthday, but again, happy birthday to you. They went to Gnomesky, Patrick McCarty, Evan Martin, Mike Noss, and Mr. T. Thank you so much, John. I saw like the tweet you posted with the little birthday gifts to yourself, and I gotta say, yeah, I do need to get back into trying to watch Sopranos. I didn't stop watching them mainly because, not because I couldn't really necessarily get into it, but when you're in the military, keeping up with shit kind of gets hard. Because I was I'm an Air Force vet. I don't know if you knew that about me, but I was an Air Force vet. And when you're overseas for months at a time, it is kind of difficult keeping up with current pop culture back in the States. The only way I could keep up with movies that were released in the States, especially in Afghanistan, was buying bootleg DVDs for like $1 or $2 a piece. That's how I watched Horrible Bosses in 2009. But there it is. Let's continue. So she's talking about mosasaurs.
It'd be really scary to be eaten by one of these, don't you think?
Yeah, no shit. Look how big it is.
Or maybe you're more interested in the monstrous Titanosaurus. She's over 50 feet tall, but not this one, of course, because she's a toy.
This is why actors.
I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot of ASMR streams, but normally they're like whispering. She's just looking in a low voice, like this. Normally they are just like, well, but aren't you supposed to whisper or something? Isn't it like the whispering aspect of it?
She's not really doing true ASMR. She's speaking quietly, pretty much at this point. But I'm like obviously not this one. This one's a toy. And I'm like, this is why actors should just stick to scripts. Pretty much. Just stick to the stuff that people write for you to say. Pretty much. But she's like, promoting this is Titanosaurus. So I'm guessing. Now, I'm not planning on watching this movie. Like I said, because I haven't watched the Jurassic World movies. But the fact that she said that her character is leading a team to extract the DNA from these dinosaurs, I'm guessing is probably near the beginning of the movie. I'm just guessing because of the fact that it deals with genetic mutations of like the Distortus Rex and that other dinosaur with with the bird-like beak, which is supposed to be kind of like a genetically manipulated raptor of sorts in this movie. I just I don't know. I'm just guessing. The Mutodon, I'm just guessing because of like what she said in terms of, and the Pteroraptor, what she said about like her character.
And finally, look at this Aqualops cutie.
This is the only reason I would see this movie is for that. That's it. Just because I'm a sucker for cute little dinosaurs.
Well, I don't think you. That's why it's in there.
Yeah, this is, but I'm not going to see it. But like this right here, I'm a sucker for cute little dinosaurs. I've always loved dinosaurs. And if I could have like a miniature little Planet Eater dinosaur, I would.
Did you like when Chris Pratt had the baby Velociraptor wrapped around his back or something?
I guess I haven't watched the movie, so
Oh, you haven't
It's
watched it? Here, let me show
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. It's like these, like that's the kind of why I like not the only reason I love elephants, but I love elephants. Elephants are like my favorite animals or close to it. And even the baby raptor from the first Jurassic Park, I would like it's cute, but I would have a plant-eating dinosaur because as cute as the little baby raptors are, like in the first Jurassic Park movie and so forth, those will eventually grow to eat you. So you want a plant eater. A small plant eater kind of dinosaur that, like, that won't crush you or eat you. I'm just saying. So let me just finish this and then I'll share what you're showing stuff. So
Okay.
You're going to love this little dinosaur when you see her in the movie. I hope this session has proven how soothing and definitely not scary dinosaurs can be, but on the big screen, that's a different story. Happy Dinosaur Day, everybody.
All right.
Oh,
That's
yeah. It was Dinosaur Day the other day.
Well, it's Dinosaur Day today. That's why I've been saying
today?
Happy
It's
Dinosaur
today?
Day.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
been so
it's Dinosaur
focused
Day
on
today.
boobs and guns in my chat. I said repeatedly Happy Dinosaur Day, and June is Dinosaur Month, not Pride Month.
Oh.
Oh.
Man.
Oh, she's boobs and dicks and guns on the mind, basically, because she wants the crown.
Dumb.
There you go.
Look, see, he's carrying a baby raptor.
Yeah, and he has to put a muzzle on it, so it doesn't need it.
Well, it's knocked out. Yeah, it's tranked, but still.
Yeah, so in a way, it's cute. Like I said, in a way, it's cute, but I still would not have a predator dinosaur even as a baby because, like I said, it'll eventually grow up to want to eat you.
He's saving Blue's baby. Mm-hmm. That's Blue's baby.
Oh, that's Blue's baby. I don't know Blue.
Yeah.
I know Blue. Yeah.
Blue had a baby all on her own.
Well, technically, that does go back to the first Jurassic Park movie because they did say that, nature finds a way.
She found a way. She's a single mother.
She found a way.
She did it on her own.
What kind of plant eater? I'd have to go through the smaller plant eaters, plant eating dinosaurs. Like definitely not ones that, as like I love the Ceratops dinosaurs basically. But even those are too big. Anyway, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, you know what? It's Dinosaur Day. We gotta talk about that a little bit.
Just like buy the toys of Jurassic Park.
And which one was missing?
I'm promoting my movie and I'm promoting the toys.
So
what?
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, like which ones were noticeably missing?
Which ones what?
Which ones were noticeably missing? Basically, the mutated dinosaurs. They weren't promoting those. They were promoting actual dinosaurs. Yeah. Which is what people actually want to see. So there was no Distortus Rex, there's no Mutodon, and there was no what was it, Pteroraptor. Like, there was none of them. Hey, you're Barmy. So no, I was not going to say when my hot tub stream was. No, like you want that? Send me enough money to actually buy a hot tub. How about that? So, but there is, like I said, it's Dinosaur Day. Talk about that. Whereas King Kong, he's teamed up with Godzilla, so he's not there. And they needed the Dragon Zord. Yeah, they needed the Dragon Zord. Just add that. That'd be more believable. So, anyway, let's talk. Like I said, say the. When I say bigger news, I mean I'll say talk about the small stuff first. So now I don't know because I cannot look at the dude who basically supposedly leaked this scoop. The only way to read the scoop is if you subscribe to his Twitter account.
All right. Is that Daniel?
I'm not going to do that. Basically, it's Daniel RPK. I'm not going to do that just to get the scoop, basically. But according to him, Hunter Schafer is reportedly being eyed to play Princess Zelda in the live-action Legend of Zelda film. And for those who do not know who Hunter Schafer is, that is a dude who thinks he's a woman. basically. So that is whom they were reportedly eyeing to play a female character. Now, I've never been a big Nintendo fan, so I've never really got into any of the games. Okay? However, I cannot imagine true, those who actually know, who are sane, who know who Hunter Schafer is and who are Nintendo fans, would be fine with this. I cannot imagine anyone being fine with this.
Oh no, absolutely not. I'm already I'm already on the fence on whether or not this new Zelda movie should be live action. When it was announced as a live action movie, I thought that was really weird. It can be done, but the Mario movie was animation.
Yeah.
So the Zelda movie should be animation.
Zelda with the graphics for those games. I think that would work better as animated. Anya Taylor-Joy could play her as well.
Yeah.
Now she's an actual biological female, so yeah, she could. Hey Mo. But again, this is rumored, basically reportedly being eyed, so it's not exactly been confirmed. And like I said, I cannot read the scoop to this guy's accounts unless I subscribe to his Twitter. He is basically
his Twitter or Patreon.
His Twitter, basically. You have to subscribe. Well, I'll show you. I'll try to show you. Hold on. Let me just stop screen right here. So I click on his name. Boom. And it's May 29th, roughly. When he dropped this news. He posts a lot. Jesus Christ.
He does. Now he is a scooper, and there are some things that he's gotten correct, but he's 50-50. So he is a scooper. There's some things that he'll put up there that aren't true and that were never true, that were just rumors. So
see here. Subscribe to Unlock.
Oh,
I can't read the tweets. So I can't read what's in this supposed scoop that's making him say, oh yeah, they're eyeing Hunter Schafer.
It probably just says is being eyed.
Yeah, probably that's all it says. But again, unless you subscribe to his Twitter, his X account, you cannot see. So in one way, it's a smart thing. So basically, so he can't be hit.
Yeah,
too many times. But at the same time, it's
Hollywood or something like that.
Yeah, so I can't confirm anything. Yeah, you have subscriptions for Twitter now. Yeah, it's been the thing since Elon took over, pretty much. You can put things behind, subscription based. So a certain post, if you don't want, if you want it to be subscribers only, it's kind of a post. Yeah. That's what people do.
I have subscriptions on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm saying,
I put stuff behind a paywall. There's really nothing on there. I forget I have it sometimes.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, it's pretty much kind of like how YouTube YouTube has ways where it's members only kind of thing. That's the same thing on X, pretty much. So yeah, so I saw that, and there's really not really much to talk about it, except it's again if it is true, it is a dude who thinks who's acting who's pretending to be a woman, being eyed to play a biologically female character.
Yeah, if it's true, there's going to be a lot of outrage because even with that casting, yeah, okay, it would he. Looks like they could play that character, but that character's not a trans person.
No. Yeah, so like I said, it's not actually confirmed. It's more or less rumors.
I think more people would be upset than they would be supportive of that decision.
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Like I said, I can't speak because I've never been been a Nintendo fan, but I can't imagine Nintendo fans being okay with it. Yeah, and plus Nintendo is a Japanese property, and they would have a say. And to give credit to the Japanese, they do not allow this shit. Pretty much, they put the kibosh on shit like this.
Gnomsky says Zelda doesn't have a PP bigger than me. No, sir.
Yeah. So I see. The thing is, Nintendo USA, I can see doing it because they kind of bend the proverbial knee. Sony tends to bend the proverbial knee, but the Japanese, they will not. They do not put up with that shit. So if there's any hope in this not happening, it's the Japanese stepping in and saying, "You will not fuck up our property in this way." Or you either cast a biological female, or we walk.
Did you see the new Jurassic World Rebirth poster?
You're talking about the one with Scarlett Johansson? Or the image? Yeah, I've seen that. So I saw the image they shared with the Pterodactyl.
That looks like a really bad thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah.
See, I'm terrible at thumbnails. My thumbnails suck. This looks like a thumbnail I would make. That's how I know it's a bad poster. She doesn't have legs. She's just like there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why
weird.
they have. I mean, I know why rhetorically why, because they want to promote her as starring in the film.
They don't just want to promote her.
I want to promote. I want to see the
posters. Being on the poster and like how big you are on the poster is negotiated into your contract.
I know. I'm saying it's
which is why I think that it's so funny that is she the only one that got that in her contract? Like, why is she so big on this stupid poster?
I'm guessing, yeah, she does that shit. So she wants to make sure that she's promoted terrible. Like that.
It really.
But what I would want to see promoted is the title and the T-Rex. That's what I would want to see promoted. I don't give a shit about the human characters. After the Jurassic Park trilogy, I couldn't give any less of a shit about the human characters.
Like for Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, and then Jurassic Park 3, I don't even remember seeing actors on those posters. It was just the black background with the Jurassic Park logos on them and like the T-Rex. And then I think for the third Jurassic Park, it was the Spinosaurus taking the spot of the T-Rex. I think. But
it wasn't this. And I don't think this is a Chinese poster. I think basically this is just Scarlett Johansson
This is a new poster. It looks like shit.
Yeah, so she negotiated that into her contract.
This person said, "Holy fuck! Even the poster art is lost on modern Hollywood. A lot of posters have sucked nowadays. Like it's just all of the actors on there because they get negotiated into the poster and how big they are in the poster or whatever. But so a lot of movie posters are terrible now. There's no posters are lost art.
Oh. See, I have a Jurassic Park poster right there. That's it. Black background. Then you have like the red and yellow with the T-Rex skeleton. Because the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, if I remember correctly, it was based on actually like a female T-Rex skeleton that was found. This is vengeance for Black Widow release, maybe. So, but it was just the logo. It was just the logo, basically like the book. Basically, because I remember having a copy of the book, and it was just that. The title and the black background with the T-Rex skeleton and everything. And that's it. That's because that's what they were promoting. Yeah, sue the Rex. Sue the T-Rex. Dan, okay, chat. For those who are new, whenever I can find my way to Australia, I will have the Cammy cosplay. And Steph, you can come with me because I think like you should be the one filming it. But I will live stream. I will live stream myself physically assaulting Dan.
To Australia we go.
Yeah, to Australia we go. You have the book right now? Yeah. At some point, I think I've been doing reading streams. And at some point I am going to either find my copy of Jurassic Park. It is like, stored away somewhere, or buy a new copy, but I will like add that to the reading stream roster. But yeah, I will be like finding my way to Australia to physically assault Liquid Blake. And Hellbound Heart, which is what Hellraiser is based on.
We have to go. Is Australia ever cold? I mean, I don't.
Well, define cold, basically, because cold for me is like not the same for you, but it does get colder when it gets warm for us and the Earth tilts like the southern hemisphere away from the sun. It gets colder for them. So we'd have to go during our winter months because it'll be summer there.
Because like we could wear our matching hoodies.
Oh, we could, yeah, because we have the go down south with your mouth.
Go down south with your mouth. That's so funny that's an actual like Australia promotion.
I have that hoodie. I wear it in winter when it gets really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true. My version of cold is different from yours. Yeah, like right now I'm freezing.
There is a slogan for South Australia because they have wineries and things like that. Basically, it's to promote that, and it's go down south with your mouth. And for the Northern Territories, it's see you in the NT. And for, I don't know what it is for the other regions, for the other states. I just know about South Australia and the Northern Territories. Yeah, I call you a pussy because you'll give me the temperature, and I'm like, bitch, I walk out in like a lightweight hoodie and flip flops, and you're like, I'm freezing.
I'm cold right now.
Anyway,
I need my hoodie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this poster's shit. This poster looks trash.
Hey, Tommy.
Even like I even made like a little thing where I just like put this this logo bigger. And then like the dinosaur and the raft thing, the T-Rex chasing the raft bigger, and that looks better. But I would still just want a black background with the Jurassic World Rebirth on it. Even that's too much, But speaking of the book, though, I'm actually kind of hot. I'm actually kind of looking forward. No, I was reading. I was reading Anthony Way's chat, and it said hot. Says you're in Texas. I know. I'm looking forward to this scene in the movie because this scene is a scene from the book. It's the raft scene in the book. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing that scene in this new movie. Do you think it's gonna make money? I think it will. Jurassic Park's movie.
It'll make money. It'll make money. If anything, people are gonna see it for the dinosaurs. Pretty much. It's like ever since. Post the second Jurassic Park movie. And the reason why I say post the second Jurassic Park movie is because that's the first two are the only ones that are actually based on books. Because the third one is also fan fiction, but it does kind of build upon the first two movies, which makes it a trilogy. And I stop it there. But people still like dinosaurs. Kids still like dinosaurs. Yeah. So it's going to make money. It is going to make money. There's no way it's not going to make money. Now, will it make a profit? I don't know. I think it'll at least break even, depending on what the budget is. I don't even know what the budget is, but it will make money.
I'm gonna laugh if it makes more money than like the Fantastic Four.
Speaking Fantastic Four, you want to talk about that next, even though it's like the major news? Well, let's see. What do I have? Let's talk about they reportedly worried after test screenings. How Marvel's reportedly worried because the test screenings did not go over so well with people. According to this article from CBR. So, huge problem movie. Marvel reportedly worried after Fantastic Four First Steps test screening. And according to Hollywood scooper Jeff Snyder of The Insider, First Steps got mixed reviews following a public test screening in Los Angeles earlier this week. According to Snyder, the biggest causes of concern among some audience members were the lack of character development and questionable CGI usage. My source called it both mid and meh, and not that bad, but not that good either. More concerningly, they said it featured weak character development and bad CGI, though the latter issue will certainly be addressed over the next month. we'll see. Marvel has not been good about that.
Whenever someone says like, it's fine, or it's not bad, but it's not good, it's not great, it sounds like it's safe.
Like basically safe.
To me,
like
that turns into like safe.
Right
they made a safe movie where it's just meh. It's like mid, it's just a safe movie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine.
Furthermore, Snyder claimed the reason Marvel conducted the public screening was because they had reason to worry about First Step's reception and that the studio's feelings about the Fantastic Four remake had waned over time. In general, Marvel doesn't do public test screenings unless they're worried. That was the case with Eternals, The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Captain America: Brave New World, Snyder said. So it does not bode well. At least if this source is correct, basically. So Marvel takes another swing at the Fantastic Four after past missteps. You know what? Say what you will about 2005 and 2007's Fantastic Four movies. Yeah, they're objectively not that good. But they're at least entertaining. Like, I could go back and watch those first two movies. And if the other article we talk about, if that information is correct, fuck it. I'll say it. And I'll agree with my DM from D&D today's. Jessica Alba will be vindicated as Sue Storm in 2005 and 2007's Fantastic Four movies. She will be vindicated. Jurassic World Rebirth budget is nearly $300 million. Okay, thank you for the super chat, Mike Hill. So $300 million, and the rule of thumb is to take that times 2.5. So 300 times 2 is 600, and 300 times 0.5 is 150. Is 150. So it would. Oh shit! It need to make a lot of money. It would need to make $750 million, I think, just to break even. That's it. I still think it could potentially break even with definitely with the global box office. But if I'm mathing correctly, and I do not profess to be necessarily the best at math, it would need to make $750 million just to break even if that budget is accurate. So it's at least going to break even. We'll see. We'll see. Like, basically, the weekend where we see if a movie has actual legs, it's the second weekend, because the first weekend is basically people are going that's an indicator, but the drop is what tells us if the movie's going to have legs or not enough to break even or make a profit. So, where's the money? No, I think Hollywood has become just one giant fucking money laundering scheme at this point. I'm just like, because I'm looking at some of these movies and I'm like, there's no fucking way that this movie had to be this big of a budget. Not when Japan showed it could be done for a lot fucking less.
Well, even right now, I think they're still undergoing reshoots on this movie.
Oh yeah,
and it's supposed to come out. They're still undergoing reshoots for this movie, and then also production has started on Doomsday, and Marvel is skipping Comic-Con this year, so they're not going to be there.
No,
I mean, I would think that they would want to be there, to show some type of footage, get fans excited, get fans interested. But they're not even going to Comic-Con. I don't know. It's really weird. It's really weird, and I think that Marvel is hitching a lot, putting a lot of expectations on this Fantastic Four movie being a success, and I don't know if it will be.
I don't see it being a success, even when it's up against the Superman movie. I have no hope for either of those two movies.
I'm hoping I'm hoping Superman is good. That's the only expectation that I have on that movie, is I want it to be good. That's it. That is it. I just want it to be good. I want I hated the trailers. I don't like the trailers, but I want to be impressed when it comes to the actual movie. I want it to be a good story. I want it to be good. Mostly because I want them to keep going with DC movies. So, and I selfishly want them to make the Batman Part 2. I don't think they ever will. I don't think that they're
No.
going to make
I don't think
a
that's
second Batman movie, unfortunately. But I'm thinking like maybe if Superman is good and people see it, maybe they'll make the Batman Part 2. But I don't think that movie's ever gonna get made again. I think we're done.
And
I think we're
the
done.
reason why I don't have a lot of hope for the Superman movie is because of primarily because of James Gunn, because he got lucky with the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And if you actually watch his movies, he's a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick pony whose techniques and his tones does not work for DC. And thank you, Blake. I will keep this in mind when I'm stepping on you during the physical assault. But it gets split reaction. So yeah, so basically, because Superman comes out the week after 4th of July, right? It comes out like July 11th?
I don't know. Yes, I'm sorry. July 11th.
And this movie comes out, does it say in this article? Because I closed the other one. July 25th. So basically, 2 weeks after the release of Superman, this movie's going to drop. So it's going to be really tricky. But anyway.
Yeah. Do you want to watch a little snippet of James Gunn explains how he made the magic of Metropolis come to life?
Okay, then do you want to find out what the ending is for Fantastic Four if the leaks are true?
Wait, what?
Fantastic Four ending leak confirmed. Now, granted, it's from both Doomcock and Grace Randolph, so take this with a huge fucking grain of salt.
Oh, a gigantic grain of salt.
I know, I'm saying take it with a huge fucking grain of salt, but apparently, according to this, real fast, according to this, the ending, where is it? Where is it? Okay, major spoilers below. Female characters reportedly saved the day in Fantastic Four ending, leaving fans frustrated. Okay, so it's basically with Sue Storm and the female, because the Silver Surfer is a male character, but they gender swapped the Silver Surfer. So the female Silver Surfer, they're either battling or having a discussion, which causes the female Silver Surfer to turn on Galactus, basically. So their biological clocks synced up, and they took on Galactus.
I don't understand how you can get battling confused with having a discussion. Apparently, they're either battling or having a discussion.
Which
how do you confuse the two?
I feel like they're going to piggyback off of like how. When I say piggyback, I'm being nice when I say that, but in the comics, the Silver Surfer's humanity is appealed to, basically, which causes him to turn on Galactus. So just like they did in the other movie. Yeah, which is what Sue Storm, because basically it was another female character who did it in the comics, and they had Sue Storm do it in 2007 Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
But like, are they going to do that again? But like, why would it just be Sue Storm? Like, I can see Sue Storm appealing, like, doing the same thing, appealing to the humanity. But where the fuck is Reed Richards? Where the hell is Johnny Storm? Where's the Thing?
Reed Richards is busy being incredibly emotionally available somewhere.
I know, yeah.
Did you see that? That's how I think it was Vanessa Kirby who described him that way. Was it Vanessa Kirby?
He's emotionally unavailable.
Is going to be emotionally
available. He's emotionally available. Oh, that's good to fucking know. And also according to this, even Grace Randolph is saying, like, even though it's a team of 1 woman and 3 guys, I think that you're going to have a situation at the end of the movie where it's women who save the day, and you're like, why? Why can't Reed at least be involved? I'd be like that. Where the fuck is Reed? Where the fuck is Johnny? Where's the Thing? They are the Fantastic Four. Literally, it's in the fucking name. Fantastic Four. They're a team.
Wow.
But no, it's going to be Sue Storm and the gender swap Silver Surfer. Female Silver Surfer destroys Galactus and the universe. How that works out, I have no fucking idea.
I wonder what they're going to be busy doing if Sue and the Silver Surfer are going to be saving the day.
I don't know. That's
what are they busy doing?
Yeah, that's why I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what pisses me off, because they are a team. It's spotlight the female characters over the men, which is shocker. Baby Franklin Richards, Reed and Sue's baby, reportedly has overpowered abilities not seen in the comics. This character in the comics can literally create reality. All right. So how much more OP can they fucking make this kid?
I think I read somewhere that character is OP.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's hilarious that I knew she was going to be pregnant in the movie. I didn't realize that she's going to be giving birth. And I think I read somewhere that like she gives birth by herself or something like that without any help. So or she gives birth during a fight, or I don't know, something like that. I can't remember. Yeah. But not only that, but like I saw a toy of Sue Storm and her baby.
Yeah, he's either a baby or a toddler. They're not confirming this, but there is an action figure, so he's either a newborn baby in the movie, or, judging by the action figure, he's just a toddler who can't even talk or walk yet. So it's like they're going to make. I feel like they're going to make it almost comedic, like Jack from The Incredibles. You remember when Jack started like developing all these powers?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're going to do with Franklin Richards.
I'm trying to find that toy that I saw with the baby. There it is. It was a whole statue. It's a whole statue. Was it a statue or was it a toy? I don't remember. Is it a statue?
I don't know.
It's a statue. Here, hold on. The baby even has like a blue onesie to match their to match the uniforms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an action figure of a baby, pretty much. Yeah, see there. And it's just Sue Storm. Where's Reed? Like I would want the family dynamic if I were to collect them. Basically, I'd want Reed Richards and Sue Storm. And again,
I just find it weird that they're bringing their baby into battle.
Yeah, that's why I said like this. Feel like it's gonna be like Jack from The Incredibles. I'm not gonna take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna take it seriously. But like I said, if I were to collect anything, I would want the family dynamic, because it's Reed Richards and Sue Storm. And again,
can you imagine like Reed Richards, with Sue Storm, who's this, I guess, incredible boss bitch in the movie, women power, and then the baby's getting more done than you are, Reed. When all you can do is stretch like that.
No.
It literally has nothing to do. He's just gonna be like, you guys got it.
And again, like, Franklin's like, well, we don't see Franklin as a baby. Like, I don't remember seeing him as a baby in the comics, but like he can create reality. Like he does pretty much have godlike powers. Like he can create reality. And they're giving him extra power. So I'm like, you're making this kid so fucking OP. And I will bet he gets it from the mom side.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So
even
the effects is considered like subpar according to the test screenings. Now, granted, it could be fixed before the release because they're doing reshoots and things like that. But even the effects CGI were criticized in the test screening. So according to sources,
unless Sue was already pregnant and she didn't know it when she went up to space, and then they got their powers, and during that time, and if that's how they do it in the movie, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I don't know. But anyway, there it is. We have an emotionally available Reed Richards.
Emotionally available.
They're cucking Johnny Storm according to reports I've read. Sue Storm is now a girl boss, even though she was a strong character to begin with. She could hold her own within the team. And I haven't seen really much of anything about Ben Grimm, aka the Thing.
That's because he's barely going to be in the movie as the Thing. He's like barely got anything to do. That's what I read.
Oh, goody, yeah. Like you're supposed to like every character, and I loved every character in the Fantastic Four because I would watch the animated series, and like he's literally the fucking rock of the group, and he's barely going to be in it.
Yeah, that's what I read, that he's barely going to be in it, which is ridiculous. Show the Fantastic Four poster with the hand. Let me see.
With the hand.
With the hand. Which one are you talking about? I don't see a poster with the hand.
The thing needs to say it's clobbering time at least once. You know, I would actually be shocked if they have him say that, to be quite honest.
Which one with the hand? I don't see a poster with a hand.
Oh no, you're not. I'm just like, you know, the ladies love the poster. What poster?
I know I don't see a poster. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Not sure. I'm confused. Hurt says I'll look for it. Okay. But I do like this. This was a poster. Share this, Mara.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at I was like, I'm seeing that.
Yeah. This was a poster. That's very interesting. This looks so fucking lazy. Like it makes them look lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the other, if you compare these posters to the ones that came out in the early 2000s, like this looks so lazy. They're just sitting on a couch.
Yeah.
Like Johnny, sure, I kind of get it. Like I get Johnny. You know, they took the poster down. Did they really? I'll search for it on Twitter. They like I can understand Johnny. He's like kind of smug, you know. It's like I'm just gonna lean down on the sofa, whatever. But like Reed is sitting on the couch with Sue over him.
Yeah.
I don't like this poster. They're putting like the toxic womanizer Johnny below the female, right? Below the woman, below Sue. So he's sitting down. And then Reed, smartest man, putting him sitting down as well below the female. So like the two most toxic people are below, sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure if they wanted to, or if he would fit, they would have put Ben sitting on the couch and Sue would stand over all three of them. But I don't think it really matters with the Thing because he's barely in the movie. But also, I think like
this is not a poster; it's on Empire magazine. But look at this, like, you know, for I'm all wondering. Look who's in the who's in the center. Yeah, who's in the center?
Like I kind of made an edit of that poster. It looks terrible though. Hold on, let me try and find it. Oh, here it is. It looks terrible because I couldn't do the wording or whatever. But like I re-edited the poster to try and make it. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Hold on, wait. I shared the wrong thing. Wait, hold on. Let me share the right thing. Whoops. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Where's my picture? Oh, I have to share a different window.
No, this like doesn't look bad. Yeah, like Reed.
Yeah, they're still like in the same positions, but I feel like with the Empire poster, since Sue is already, you know, a tiny woman, like she is very small. I feel like they intentionally like made the men around her small as well. They like shrunk them down so that they also look small like Sue.
Yeah.
Because like even the Thing is like he looks like he's standing a little bit further behind
them. The Thing is supposed to be like big because like
he's supposed to be huge. Yeah. So I feel like with the Empire poster, they also shrunk down the men around Sue.
a little bit.
So it's kind of like just make them the
I
right
know
size.
Johnny's sitting, but he's like sitting so low, like underneath her. At least like like he's a little bit like more level with her. And this is again, I know like they're a team. I keep saying they're a team, but Reed is the leader, so you would put the leader front and center.
Why
Reed
is
Richards
Sue's 4 backwards? Her 4, because I made this edit and it's not a good edit. I just like rearranged the team. I just rearranged them. I wanted to see how it would look if Reed was in the middle where he's supposed to be. And I think it looks better. I made him bigger. I made the Thing a lot bigger. I even made Johnny bigger, and I kept Sue like the same size because she's smaller. So, but when I saw the Empire magazine cover, I was just like, they look weird. Like they look weird. And it's because I feel like they shrunk down the men so that they're like the same size shoulder wise, like with Sue, they shrunk them down. They look small compared to her still. Like she looks like the really big focal point of the poster, which is what they were going for.
Which I think would
tagged me on X. Okay.
Lend credence to the supposed leaks
God.
Sue Stormer's going to be the one to save the day at the end of the movie.
Is this real? Is this real? This is not real.
Again,
this can't be real.
Again, they put Sue Storm pretty much in the center, and it's the middle fucking finger.
Oh, that's true.
Did they think about that when they made this poster? They made her the middle finger? It's like a fuck you to fans, pretty much.
Yes, it's real. Yes, it's real. No way.
Yeah, it's real.
Are you sure it's not like AI? Come on. Look at
that pinky's been places.
Oh my god!
I have a question to ask. Which two go in the pink and which one goes in the stink? Which one? I don't think you'd want the Johnny one anywhere close to either of those two holes. So the Johnny one, that stays out.
So you're telling me that you put out the Johnny finger?
This there, you put out Johnny's finger and do this.
Oh my god!
I'm saying that would be a burning sensation.
This person said it's the choose your own adventure of deviant sex.
I just like pretty much. I'm like, people are not thinking about.
Not gonna touch it. Who? What? Huh? Look, that is the nastiest picture. That is the nastiest picture of the shocker I've ever seen. Sperm finger, missing finger, flaming finger, naughty finger. Stop it. Please tell me that this is a fake poster. Who thought this was a good idea for a poster? Ew, what is that? This is not official. Tell me this is not official. Is this... That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this poster. That looks so gross.
You and me
I
both.
did not see this poster. What the heck?
Like, I have so many questions too. And it's like, I'm looking at this going, they did not think this through.
Gross.
They did not think that
finger
through.
looks nasty. It could travel places though. Stretch it out.
It would find the G spot. I would give it that.
Yeah, it would find all the spots.
It would find the mythical G spot.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Ew.
Or she's like, I'd buy that poster. I don't know, Jo. But anyway, let's I have another article with the Fantastic Four movie. But let's kind of like shy away from that one because it's basically Ralph Ineson, who plays Galactus, saying that on one hand I agree with him because he says he's that Galactus is the god of sorts, but then on the other hand he says that Galactus is not evil. Literally a planet eating god, pretty much, is not evil according to Ralph Ineson. I we'll see, Trey. We'll see. I have no hope for either of those two movies. So what do you want to talk about? I have only two more things to talk about unless you find anything else. We have the new Doctor Who has been regenerated, and fans are not happy. And then we have Bonnie Blue, which is, I know, not nerdy news, but she's kind of back in the news because she has a new goal that she has put in place. So which one do you want to talk about?
Did you, well, before that, did you want to see the James Gunn Superman thing?
Yeah, we can see that.
Okay. I still want a crown. Still spamming your chat for a crown.
I can see that. I got to figure it out.
All right. This is how he, what is it? The Metropolis, how he made the magic of Metropolis come to life.
I am James Gunn. I am the director of Superman, and we are here in the Daily Planet. When I'm watching the monitor, I'm really watching each of the particular shots to make sure everything is going well. That means the camera operators are doing exactly what's appropriate, that the background actors are doing what's appropriate, of course, that the actors are doing what they can do, the best they can do. And then after each shot, I walk in and I give the camera operators and the actors and the background actors sometimes comments about what they could maybe do to make it better, or something else we could maybe try as an experiment to see if it might work better, which it does sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't.
This is, the promotion for Superman is so stupid. Because this is coming from the actual Superman Twitter account. Because this is probably the most bland way of getting, he explains how he made the magic of Metropolis come to life. He's basically saying, I'm the director and I direct people. That's it. I direct people. This was so boring. Like,
I was gonna say, like, it's like
Snow White was a shitty movie. Okay, that was a shitty movie. But at the very least, there's small promotional things saying how they, made things come to life were interesting. They were interesting. They seemed magical. This doesn't seem magical. This was so freaking boring and like so basic.
To quote Stone Cold Steve Austin, like it was lackadaisical at best, basically. Lackadaisical at best. It's like I actually kind of tuned him out. I stopped listening because I was like, "Where's the magic?"
He's like, I basically film a scene and hopefully everybody's doing their job. And I give them notes and then we try it again. Like, okay, so you've basically just explained your job as a director. Like, that's pretty much it. You're a director on set.
Reveal what 11 secret herbs and spices are. Like I said, James Gunn, in my opinion, is a one-trick pony. He got lucky with Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's part of the reason why I don't have any hope for this movie. I'm not going into this movie wanting it to fail, but I'm not expecting it to succeed. I'm going to put it that way. I think it's too bloated, too many characters. I think it's going to be all over the place plot-wise. We'll see.
It was just so boring. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And then they forget James Gunn explains how he makes the magic of Metropolis come to life. Is so lazy. This was so
he did do
freaking
Brightburn.
lazy.
He did do Brightburn, but even in that, it was like, what if Superman was evil?
Mhm.
What if like little Clark Kent was a little bastard? Pretty much. It's pretty much like, I'm not saying it wasn't a good movie. I'm just saying even then it was like, what if Superman was this? It's pretty much like a Superman but not Superman movie.
Trey says, "Is this the behind the scenes?" It is. It's the behind the scenes. So boring.
Yeah.
This is a little better. This one right here. I like this one.
Yeah, good. Okay, good work.
How is Superman to work with?
He's fun.
Nice work, everybody. High fives. Cool. I did meet Cool Monster, but I was plays. Well, you're doing great work today. Oh, it looks like they might be ready. Are you guys ready?
One step back. Let's roll, please. Ready and action!
Do you know why this one is so much better? It has music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the actor. It is Superman, which is what this movie is about. Like that's what I want to see. Like even when the James Gunn thing was happening, it was just him, like, and looking at monitors. Like you didn't see you just saw what's her name, the girl that plays Lois Lane on the screen. Like there was nothing else. You didn't see Superman. He's directing Superman. Don't show me Lois Lane. You know what I mean? Like this was better because it was Superman and he's filming. This is a behind the scenes. He's shooting scenes with kids in it, and he's talking to the kids. When they took his little blanket off, though, I started laughing.
Might be ready. Are you guys ready?
Because for whatever reason, this looks weird.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
The
why.
outline of the trunks look really weird.
Well, the costume looks like it doesn't really fit him properly, but
it looks too big. Like
yeah,
it looks really weird.
Look at those folds. There should not be folds in the arms. And folds in the legs. There should not be folds. I should not see folds. It should be form-fitting.
This looks weird.
I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's mentality was when they created those rankings with the crowns. I don't know. But this at least is like a behind the scenes where they're like filming an actual scene that requires effects, not just hey, we built this set of the Daily Planet for Metropolis. This is an actual effects shot. It's a scene from the trailer where he's saving that girl who, for some reason, is just staring down at the ground while this like destruction is happening around her, and somehow is oblivious to it. Well, we'll ignore that little part of it, but at least it's like
I don't know the context of the scene, but okay.
Well, I'm saying but at least because, the effects is like going into that scene. So
yeah, I understand, but it could be happening so fast that she has no idea what's happening,
Well, I'm saying I think maybe should be able to like at least hear something, but I'm going. I'm not going to go.
Superman is incredibly fast. He's him and the Flash have races, so like that's the same thing as saying like those slowed up scenes in the X-Men movie where the X-Men mansion blows up and he's saving.
I get that. I'm just saying, like, you're right. I don't know the context because I could have, like, the whole destruction could have started at that point. But at the same time, it's like, I'm going to kind of ignore that part and just appreciate this is the behind the scenes of that effect that we see in the trailer.
Yeah.
Where he saves the little girl. Don't
get mad at the scene just yet, Mara.
No, I'm just saying.
You don't know the context of it. But at the very least, they're showing him saving somebody.
Mm-hmm. I think the Quicksilver scenes, I actually like. Even though I like the one in the third movie, Apocalypse. I think I like the one in Days of Future Past better slightly. The one where he's going through and like redirecting the bullets from the security guards and everything to if I could place time in a bottle.
Yeah, that one was good. But still, like, they're when he's saving them in the mansion, even the ones that are close to the blast don't really have a reaction.
Mhm.
So we don't know what the scene is. Don't get upset
No,
just yet.
I'm going to watch this. I'm just not going to pay for it, but I'm going to
Okay.
watch it because I know we're going to talk about it. So
just tuning back in. Why is Superman in a Count Dracula cape? Because that's what he wears in between.
it's the blanket
takes.
they put on, like between,
yeah, it's
like,
just a blanket that he wears.
The shoots, yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. Good work.
How is Superman to work with?
He's fun.
He's cute. This is adorable. I love this behind the scenes little thing. This is cute.
Nice work, everybody. High fives. Boom. Boom. I did meet the monster, but I was interrogating plays. Well, you're doing great work today. Oh, it looks like they might be ready. Are you guys ready?
I like his little cape. This is the little cape that he wears for CGI when they're going to CGI his cape in later. He wears the little cape. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if this is a whole different. This looks like it might be a whole different suit. For when he has to do like CGI shots, maybe, I don't know, or it is like the actual suit and they just have this little cape part go on and off because this suit looks baggy everywhere.
Yeah, I'm saying like I should not be fold. I should
the
like
trunks to the arms to the legs.
If you compare this to the suit Cavill wore, like that's what I expect Superman to look like in terms of like a suit. But anyway.
I heard Disparu wears his underwear on the outside too. I don't know. I don't know. He wears his trunks like Superman. All right.
Let's roll, please. Ready and action.
I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like this little behind the scenes, this little promo. I think it's good. But the James Gunn one was so freaking boring compared to this one. You know what? I might like this one better because there is no James Gunn. All you hear is James Gunn saying, ready, action. Like, ready, boom. Like, that's all you hear from James Gunn. So
I'm saying, basically, yeah, like James Gunn was, like, one was, hey, this is the set of the Daily Planet. And this is what I do when I make sure the shots look good. That's it. That was it. Again, to quote Steve Austin, it was lackadaisical at best. I actually tuned him out because I was like, there was nothing that held my attention in that one. All right. Okay, we'll talk about, again, I've never really been a big Doctor Who fan, but apparently people are not happy with this. So, Nakuti Gatwa, or pronounce his name, is out as the Doctor. And I guess basically the process is regeneration. So whenever the existing Doctor is no more, for one better way of putting it, because again, I've never really watched any of the series, the Doctor is regenerated. And the new Doctor is born, in a way. And people are not happy about this one because, it's not so much that they don't like the actress. Because she played one of his, what are they called? Companions. She played one of the companions. But like they feel, I guess, from the impression I'm getting, they feel like she kind of sold her soul to be, like, I guess, to be the Doctor, because the series is so far down and it's tanked in the ratings. People are not even those hate watching it can save it. Pretty much. So that's the reaction I'm seeing on Twitter. So she's a new Doctor. The first female Doctor is coming to GalaxyCon here in Raleigh next month. So is the David Tennant Doctor really going to screw himself now? I don't know. Yeah, so basically Billie Piper, who plays Rose Tyler, one of the companions, is now the new Doctor.
Now, a lot of people says that this doesn't make sense because she was a companion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how it works. I don't watch Doctor Who. I watched oh god, now I can't remember his name. Hold on. Dave what's his name? Dave Cullen. I watched his Doctor Who video earlier earlier this morning, and he said that like it was very interesting during the regeneration scene, because usually when doctors regenerate, there's like a face morphing thing that happens. But with this one, there wasn't a face morphing thing. Have you seen how he gets regenerated? Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, basically, like, all I know, I remember it's like he, like, the glowing stuff happens around him. Basically, he kind of disappears, and then Rose Tyler appears in his place.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Basically whatever programs I got watched when I was young is whatever my parents watched. So I watched a little bit of Star Trek and things like that, but they never watched Doctor Who, so I never really got into Doctor Who. So I haven't watched any of the series. I know who some of the doctors were, the actors who played them, but I never got into the series.
Here it is.
Tennant and Matt Smith seasons? Okay. Yeah, this is a clip, I've seen.
It is dressed.
Don't want to do this alone. I'm never alone with you. Joy to the world! And that is exactly the word. This has been an absolute joy.
So I was watching Dave Cullen, right? And he was pointing out in his video that when there's no face morphing scene, he basically, like, he goes into this, his face disappears, and then you can just see like an outline, and then her face appears.
Yeah, that's why
Look at how he's not even like in the TARDIS. He's outside the TARDIS. He looks like he's being nailed to a cross. He's Jesus.
I wouldn't think it would work outside the TARDIS. But then I never watched the series, so I don't know like how this is supposed to work. Anyway.
He's like Jesus.
Yeah. I bet that's what they were going for.
Because seriously, look, he's outside the TARDIS. Look at him. Doesn't he look very Christ-like?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like I would not be surprised if that's what they weren't going for. Yeah, his face disappears,
here,
and then
like,
yeah.
Like, there's no face morphing. His face just goes away, and then hers just appears. So like when I was watching his video, he was wondering if like it was just supposed to stop there, and she was like an afterthought that they put in.
Great.
She looks like she looks like she sharted. Like, why is she like that? I just shot myself. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan. I don't watch Doctor Who. I've never kept up with Doctor Who. I've seen 2 full episodes of Doctor Who, just 2, and it was 2 episodes that like Jed showed me. with Matt Smith's Doctor. And the way I watch Doctor Who is basically through like Disparu's reviews and some of Gary's videos as well. So that's how I watch Doctor Who, or how I kind of keep up with the show. But yeah, like I'm not annoyed, I'm not upset, I'm not really anything, because I don't keep up with it. I don't understand or know exactly why people are upset about this. I just know that she was a previous companion, and because she is now being made a doctor, that ruins, I guess, her season of Doctor Who. And people are saying that like they might have chosen her to do it because she was like one of the more popular or favorite companions of the fandom. But even those people who really like her as a companion are upset because now it makes that season not make sense.
So this ruins her original ending. Okay.
It undoes her original ending. So I don't know because I don't watch Doctor Who. But yeah, the only thing that I know is that like, or not the only thing I know, but the only thing that, because I've only actually watched even one like video regarding this episode too, because usually I want to know like what other people are saying about it, but I've only really watched Dave Cullen's review, and I just found it interesting that he thinks that it was supposed to end here, like they weren't supposed to have a next Doctor, and that it ended with like the outline, and that was supposed to be it, but that they threw her in at the not at the last second, but kind of as a like, hey, look, she might be the next Doctor, come back. But I think that Disney Plus like pulled, I don't know about like their funding, but their deal with the BBC to have it. So their BBC's not going to get any more money from Disney, or like they're not renewing their contract or something as well. So I don't know.
Because Gigawat's asking, so is the Doctor becoming Rose and saying Rose was the Doctor the whole time, or does the Doctor regenerate just to look like her?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. So like Rose was the Doctor the whole time, and that like makes no sense. Or does he just look like Rose? Nobody knows. I don't know.
Anyway, one more thing to talk about, which is not really nerdy news, but our favorite Bonnie Blue is in the news again.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Let me just find the tweet, because I bookmarked some stuff so I don't have to find it again. I get tagged in shit.
How does Daniel have a crown?
Okay, why is this now? Thank you. A crown. I don't know. Okay, can someone figure out for me what I do to at all update how people get crowns? So
send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. That's the rule. I sent a super chat. I sent her a super chat, and I ended up moving down the list.
You are now at 12. I think it just takes a long while to update. I have no idea why. But anyway, let's just again, like I said, she's in the news again, so to speak. All right. Do you know what her goal is? Okay, listen to this chat.
So I've hinted at it. I am telling you now that I am going to hit 2,000 bodies on the 15th of June.
She's sick.
Yeah.
Like, she's sick in the head. She's demented. She's sick in the head.
Now, I don't know if she means by June 5th or all on June 15th, but 2,000. 2,000, which is why I said I have a feeling that hospitals in where she lives are fully setting aside an emergency room bed for her, because there's no fucking way. And I know Bonnie Blue has no pride, but what does her mom think?
I want to be stretched out and used by the public.
Yeah, like she's saying, like I want to be used by the public. I want like 2,000 strangers to stretch me out and use me. It is gross. I don't know.
I mean, I guess she wouldn't be doing it if people wouldn't show up, I guess. But I don't know. Like I find this to be incredibly disgusting. I feel like at this point, she's fucked up in the head. Like she's mentally unwell. And she's so far gone that there really is no I don't want to say no saving her, but you can't go back. Like
the only way
she's so far gone that this literally like means nothing to her. It means nothing to her. She's just she's just there. Like literally, she's just there to be thrown around. Like that's it. She's just there to be thrown around. She's so far gone that it doesn't mentally affect her anymore, that she could probably do this forever. I mean, this is just disgusting. It's so disgusting. She's a disgusting person.
I love what she says here. I want
to give back and say thank you for getting me to where I am. The best way to do that is make my holes so accessible to everybody.
I mean, this same girl went on a tour. I think she went on a tour around the UK. She had like she thinks that she's a fucking rock star. She did a whole tour around the UK. Like this. Oh.
Yep, every hole. So I think like and like she finishes up with.
So 15th of June, come and stretch me out. Let me hit that 2,000 and we can celebrate. So I've hit.
Yeah. So from the video, basically all on the 15th of June, not by the 15th, all on the 15th. So 2,024-hour period. Which will average.
Nasty. She's a disgusting lady.
Yeah.
I don't even think she's. How old is she? I'm calling her a lady because she looks old. Oops. She's only 26. I would not have guessed that she's 26 years old.
No, she looks older. She looks older. She looks at least 10 years older. At least. She's only 26. She must become the Grand Canyon. Yeah, pretty much. And she's completely doing it for attention. And what's worse is that the guys show up giving it to her. If no guys showed up, she wouldn't be able to do it. If no guys showed up,
she's married? Wait, what? No way.
Wait, she's married?
No freaking way.
No. There's no shit has happened in the past where I'm like actually not surprised if she's married. But what are you saying? Like an actual article or like confirming that she's married?
January. Okay, so this was updated January 18th. Or this was an article from January 18th. Oh, but it says that she's going through divorce. So maybe she's married. She married this guy in 2022 and now they're in the process of divorce. I would think so.
Yeah.
But still, I think that even when they were married, she was doing OnlyFans. So, I mean, what did you expect?
Like that shouldn't be surprised. That Australian woman,
your wife doesn't respect you if she's putting herself on OnlyFans. Your wife doesn't respect you if she's sharing her body with men all over the world. So
no. And Nick says like that the Australian woman who's hospitalized after 583 is engaged.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that she was hospitalized, but yeah, she was engaged. She doesn't care about her husband. She doesn't give a shit about her husband. Nope. Nothing.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like,
I hate modern women. Like it.
No. There is no
I fucking
self-respect
hate it.
whatsoever. There's no self-respect whatsoever, and it's basically, like I said, 2,000 on in one day. So it's literally a hit it and quit it to get to the 2,000 number. That's it. So it's like that's the level of self-respect that this woman has. That's the level of self-respect, if any, that she has with herself. So, but yeah, but there it is, chat. That's like pretty much all I have. Like the big news this week was like the Fantastic Four stuff. I'm pretty sure the closer we get to certain things being released, we'll be like getting updates like the Superman movie. Oh, they've basically been brainwashed by third and fourth wave feminists to the point, like, the point where they think they don't need a man, then they wonder why they can't get one. Pretty much what it is. That's what I haven't watched it yet. I don't want to watch it on stream, so I might get hit because it Netflix doesn't like that shit. But I am gonna watch it after the stream. But that's like modern women have been brainwashed by modern feminists, basically. But there it is. There it is. But anyway, chats. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Like I said, more news should be coming out the closer we get to the release of Superman and Fantastic Four and other stuff. I am not that I'm looking forward to it, but I do expect once more Rings of Power Season 3 news drops, I'll probably get back into making videos because I am paying attention to that. But nothing has been released as far as Rings of Power Season 3, other than to say its future is tenuous at best right now since the cancellation of Wheel of Time. So, and I told people, even before Season 1 dropped, that we were going to get at least 3 seasons because Amazon greenlit 3 seasons. Greenlit 3 seasons. And we were going to get at least a 3rd season. Now, after the 3rd season, technically Amazon could cancel that contract, could cancel the series because they would not be reneging on anything they've greenlit. Even though the deal called for 5 seasons, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to do 5. They have to do 3 because they greenlit 3. Yeah. Oh, I want to see Dangerous Animals. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it in theaters. But yeah, that's the one stuff where the guy feeds people to sharks. The serial killer feeds people to sharks. And it looks like they're making Jai Courtney entertaining because he's in that movie. And 28 years later, yeah, I want to see that. I know my sister wants to see it. But there it is, chat. But anyway, Steph, let everybody know where they can find you and all that fun stuff.
I still can't believe Bonnie Blue was married. Asmongold is now on Kick, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. He's now on Kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only positive I can say about
Asmongold.
Yeah, the only positive I can say about Kick right now is that their payout is better. It's still a 95-5 split, basically where the streamer gets 95% of the payouts. That's it. That's what I can say. It's basically still in beta for the last 2 years. They have not updated much of anything, and whatever updates they do put onto the site, it kind of fucks up people being able to watch streams and things like that. So it does more harm than good.
Yeah.
So
he said multi-streaming begins tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I can still see Twitch and Kick and things like that. So
also, really quickly, Pierre Chan. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Never mind. Is this the right thing? Oh no, it's not. Okay. Anyways, what am I doing? I am. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday. I will be on Film Threat tomorrow. And then I need to start streaming on Kick. So I don't know. I need to start streaming on Kick again. Because I kind of stopped for a little while. So we might get into that. And then Nerdy News later on. Toxic Femme is also tomorrow. And then I think that's it because the Switch 2 I don't know about Mario Kart World. I haven't heard anything else about that, but I think it's Mario Kart World this week as well for the G&G gaming stream. So nerdy news.
What's a Ute?
But that's it. And then a couple of videos. I'll put out a couple of videos this week as well. So yeah, that's it.
Okay. Steph, and there's her YouTube. Like I said, it's like right now, like it's just easier for me to do streams, but the closer we get to actual Rings of Power news dropping, I will cover that shit, even though that series is a major dumpster fire. I will cover it. I will rip it apart, and I will cover season 3 when it finally drops in 2026. When I say cover season 3, I mean spoiler breakdown live, destroying it each episode. So we'll see. But thank you, everyone. Yeah, but this is my Kick and my Twitch, so very much appreciated. Tomorrow, normally tomorrow, I would be streaming on my Kick and Twitch, but because I'm doing my family's in the process of doing some renovations in the future, so what I'm going to do tomorrow is basically focus on sorting through stuff and pitching. Going through stuff to pitch and everything. I'll probably not stream tomorrow and just watch Raw on Netflix. So what I can do, Trey, and Gravies, I can share my screen on the Pin Down Podcast Discord for Raw, just because I think I'm going to be pretty tired. Yeah. So Raw offline, basically. I think I'm going to be pretty tired tomorrow with what I'm doing as far as getting ready for the renovations to happen in the near future. So, and yeah, this is my throne. It's kind of like an Amazon wish list. I do not expect anyone to buy anything off of it, but I do appreciate it. And that, Pin Down Discord. So yeah, Trey, drop that link there. So if you like talking about wrestling, join the Pin Down Discord. And the Pin Down Podcast, which does weekly streams recapping wrestling for the news and broadcast for the week. But Tuesday will be the reading stream, and for the next several chapters, at least in Two Towers, I'll most likely be reading one chapter a night, because just to give you perspective on the chapter lengths, as I told you, Tolkien wasn't exactly consistent with the chapter lengths. The Uruk-hai chapter is 17 pages. The one after that, where we meet Treebeard, is 27. So I'm sorry, chat. There's no fucking way I'm doing 2 chapters tomorrow. So I'll just do the Uruk-hai one tomorrow and the Treebeard one next week, because I'm not reading 44 pages. All right. And Wednesday, this is on YouTube. Yeah. Also, probably no Splitgate until I figure out what's going on with that game. That's the reading stream is on YouTube. Also on YouTube, the top 10 film stream, like top 10 lists I do with Steve Kenobi, our own personal top 10 list. We're doing our personal top 10 list of 2000 films. So tune into that Wednesday evening about 8 p.m. Eastern my time. And then Thursday will be the gaming stream. It'll most likely be Doom the Dark Ages. And then no stream Friday or Saturday, because I will be dog sitting for my one brother. So basically from Friday evening-ish of sorts, basically, to Sunday afternoon time frame, I will be at my brother's place watching his dog Damien, who looks like a bobblehead dog. So I'll be dog sitting. So no stream or Discord watch party at all Friday or Saturday. I will have a D&D story for you guys, because we did play D&D today, but that won't be until Thursday when I'm streaming by myself. He's a mix. We think some boxer, some pit bull, maybe 1 or 2 other breeds, but he's like a brindle color, and his body is so thin, and his head is like square like this, basically. So he looks like a bobblehead, especially when he sits. So yeah, 2000s. Yeah, so basically it's a personal top 10 2000 lists. So, but thank you everyone again. Next week it'll be on Steph's channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So tune in for that next week, and then should be back to my normal streaming schedule the following week. So take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all on stream again Tuesday. Back to Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, where we meet the Urukai. Peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.